Hey there, Aquarius. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I'm doing your October reading. Sorry it's late. I'm using the After Tarot. Let's jump right in. I have you and then Pisces and Virgo to go. So I'm finally going to get these things out. It's just absolutely full-on beautiful fall here in Vermont with all the foliage turning. It's really beautiful. Yeah, I know. I just sit here talking about the weather. What the hell else am I going to talk about? Ooh, okay. I'm liking your reading very much. You've had some cards come out. This is a new deck for me that I haven't seen before. So right off, I feel like where are things... I feel like maybe you guys have been feeling insecure. Like, you know, it just, I don't know, like the stars have been kind of funky, whatever you believe in, the energy... You've just been unsettled in some way, or more emotional or anxiety than usual, and things you've just been kind of like a little unhappy. I'll just say a little unhappy, and I really feel like that's turning around this week, and that you will, you know, we have the devil under here, so it's that like self-doubt and maybe falling into old patterns when you're like, damn, I finally was doing well, I was losing weight, and I just, you know, it's getting darker if you're in the northern hemisphere or whatever, you're just like, I got it out of my habit, I was doing so well. This is where it's to be careful, and I do this, where it's like, don't all of a sudden just be like, oh, I haven't worked out for 2 weeks and kind of let it go. Like, just start again. Just get up and move, take that step and keep going, and try to be mindful of your thoughts, that you're not beating yourself up. Like, I can't believe I've gained 10 pounds again and I'm back in these pants, and really like beating yourself up about it. I guarantee you, you're busy, you're working, you have families, you have school, you're trying to, you know, live life, which is hard. And it happens. So it's kind of like, once you become more gentle and forgiving and understanding of yourself, everything sort of starts to change. But it has to be, like, if you found yourself being really critical of other people, probably that's a reflection of how you're treating yourself. So I just feel like there's going to be like some sort of spiritual epiphany. Like, wow, I've been really judgmental lately. And that's because I'm super judgmental of myself. And when you can start forgiving yourself, you can, you know, the things soften, I guess. Like, that's what I'm seeing with this Strength card. You're softening. Where you were sort of being more harsh and your emotions were sort of unsettled, and it was making you sort of lash out or something, maybe at yourself internally, that's softening. You're realizing it's okay to be vulnerable. It's instead of feeling like a cornered animal when you're vulnerable, it's like you are accepting it and embracing it, like she's embracing this lion, isn't she? And going, you know, it's okay. Like, give yourself a hug, give others a hug. Like, you're taking a different approach, and it's like it is wisdom. It's something very thoughtful. Because look, so in this deck, this is the After Tarot. So he's like you've been given some sort of knowledge. The book is turned around so you can read it, and you're seeing it. You're like, oh, okay. If I start conducting myself as I go through life this way, if I look at it this way, if I do things this way, things get better in all areas. My anxiety lessens, my addictions or ties, bad behaviors, I think the devil is most of the time, they lose their grip on me. And so I just feel like a big jump on your spiritual awakening or your spiritual journey this month for you. And things, it's like you've been working hard. Maybe you are getting to the point where like, I have been, well, so like in the spiritual community, we throw around balance. You got to be balanced. You got to be balanced. No one's balanced all the time. In my opinion, being balanced is about, it's a process. And so you have to be careful, because I'd be like, oh, I'm out of balance again. I'm out of balance. Like every day I'm out of balance. I'm beating myself up about it. Where it's like, no, um, striving for balance is the norm. It's not, I mean, I'm sure there are people who are balanced all the time. Good for them. But for us mere mortals, that's why it's the scales, right? The balance, trying to just keep things on an even keel. And when you can accept that, and give yourself a break and go, oh, I'm not supposed to be balanced. Like, oh, I'm feeling out of balance. Well, I'm going to implement some self-care today. It's sort of like, instead of, oh, I'm perfectly balanced. I do yoga every day and drink kombucha and I'm just amazing. It's just like, okay, this is a sign, if I'm feeling imbalanced, to take a step back and just try to do a little bit of self-care and not get discouraged by it. I feel like you've been doing this work for a long time, so it was something you were getting discouraged, like, why am I not feeling this way? But your hard work is paying off this month. So this could be spiritually, this could be financially, in the work sector. You could have an earth sign come in. There's definitely some victory in your career, in your life. It doesn't have to be career. I mean, you could work in a bank and be an artist on the side. Maybe someone buys your painting. Maybe you volunteer in your community and you get recognized in the paper. Or someone I saw, we have this thing called Front Porch Forum. I don't know how widespread it is. It's basically a virtual community bulletin board. And I saw where someone had just put in a glowing review for a local person that does work around here. And then someone else said, yes, they're wonderful. Like, just like paying it forward, being acknowledged for what you do in some area of your life. This could be a homecoming. You could be going home, moving home. I feel like there could be something coming full circle. Like maybe you really had wanted to do something when you were younger and you resisted and resisted because for some reason, I don't know, it wasn't, becoming an art teacher didn't feel right for some reason, whether it's society or something in your family or something you just stuck in your head, like I have to be a lawyer, be something else. And it's like coming around where, again, like maybe you do art on the side and it's being recognized and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I think I can do this as a job. So it's like, but it's something that you've been doing for a really long time and maybe just never thought of as that way. In relationships, when these Pentacles people comes out, there could be someone in your life that you've known for a long time and for whatever reason were in the friend zone, whether you both were with other people or you just never saw them that way or whatever. All of a sudden, like, either you kind of sort of look at each other and you're like, oh my God, I think this is the love of my life. Or, wait, we're both single now. Like, there's some sort of synchronicity in some area of your life this month that makes something that you didn't think was possible suddenly possible. Or something you've been working on for so long, you sort of forgot that it could actually come to fruition because it just seems like it was never going to happen. Happens. You do have, we didn't talk about her, this Queen of Swords. This is just getting things, I feel like her energy this month is just getting things really clear in your mind. Like, again, not letting your emotions cloud things and get you worried and worked up. She just is like, let's clear out those fears, because that's fear-based thinking, and let's really look at the facts and stay grounded with these King of Pentacles. And so by being mindful of your thoughts, and when they start spinning out of control, you're really going to be more successful. You're going to feel like this is like an inner victory for you, that you're able to stay more grounded and not allow your emotions to get you so worked up, and move away from fear-based thinking. Okay, well, I don't need to keep babbling along, Aquarius. I hope you have a fantastic month. Take care.